Hello, everybody, and welcome. I am Manuel Molina from Hosteltur, Spain, and today I'm very excited to be joined by Jorge Schoenenberger to formally present them with their World Travel Leader Award and to hear more about the reasons for this recognition. So without further, I would like to welcome Jorge. Jorge, welcome. How are you?
Thank you, Manuel. It's a pleasure to be here and receive this award, representing my company, Viajes El Corte Inglés, belonging to Grupo El Corte Inglés in Spain. Thank you, Manuel.
Thank you very much to join us, Jorge. So let's hear more about the reason for this award and the challenges facing the travel and the tourism industry in our region. I have some questions for you. So the first one is, how is the last quarter 2021 looking in terms of booking, Jorge?
Okay, Manuel. So as you know, Grupo Viajes El Corte Inglés, we operate in three different segments of the business. We operate in the leisure business, we operate in the MICE business, and we operate as well in the pure business travel business. So the forecast for this 2021 is a little bit different depending on the segments. So for leisure, according to the latest bookings of the latest weeks, we are quite optimistic. And my hope is that we will be close to be in the same revenues as 2019, early in 2022. So probably March, April of next year, we will be close to repeat the revenues of 2019. Right now, it's not possible because, as you know, we don't have all the offering in the market. As an example, we don't have all the cruises offered in the market, but in the coming months and weeks, we hope that we will recuperate all that offering for cruises, for parks, leisure parks, and then we will have the opportunity to repeat 2019 figures. For the MICE business, we are also quite optimistic. We are seeing in the last weeks a strong growth in our pipeline of budgets that we receive from the companies to organize their events in the coming weeks. And what we feel is that companies need to reconnect with their people, with their employees, with their customers. And that's why we are seeing that increase in the organization of events. So again, like in leisure, the MICE business will be close to recuperate probably in 5-6 months. That's our forecast. At the end, we are quite optimistic of 2022. The only segment that, as you know, has some structural challenges is the business travel changes. Probably COVID is going to change some habits. Home working also is going to consolidate partially. So we need to wait and see in the business travel segment. Hopefully it will recuperate, but probably later. Could be 2023, 2024, or even part of the business will not come back again. These are our forecasts right now, Manuel.
Thank you very much, Jorge. It has been a very clear picture of the situation. What were the main challenges you faced at the height of the pandemic?
Well, we had mainly three challenges, quite obvious. The first one is to ensure COVID protocols and to protect our employees, our families, and to ensure the health of our people. So this has been the first priority when COVID appeared. The second priority and challenge as well was to ensure our balance sheet, to ensure that we had cash to survive during that difficult time. And finally, we also spent many days during that period rethinking our business and how to compete better after COVID. So those were the main three challenges: to ensure the protection and the health of our people, second, to ensure cash and our balance sheet, and finally, to rethink our business for the day after COVID. Those were our three priorities.
Jorge, was there one singular initiative of which you are particularly proud? Maybe the operation with LogiTravel, you have been working very hard, as I know, and we have been publishing. It has been the more singular initiative you have been doing in the last half a year?
Yes, Manuel. Just before a LogiTravel deal, probably it was February 2020, we finalized our strategic plan for the coming 4 years. And just when COVID came to the table, we were launching the implementation of our new strategic plan. So we had in place close to 23 teams working in parallel, leading each of the initiatives of the strategic plan. So during that difficult time, our people was fully concentrated on how to implement the new strategy and fully dedicated on reinventing our company. This brought a lot of energy to our people and helped to survive those difficult times. This was very good for our people and very motivating to survive, recognizing that the activity was very low. But in the other side, they had the opportunity to contribute to the future of our company.
Yes. And how do you plan to rebuild and reconnect with not only with your clients, but with your people, for example?
Well, in fact, you know that in our company, we have the benefit of having a high engagement of our people. So we are always connected with people, and COVID has not been an issue on how we connected with our people. What is really important to us right now and in the coming weeks is to be sure that we connect in a strong way with our customer, providing detailed information of what's happening in the different countries, in the different destinations, being sure that we listen our customers and we customize what they are expecting for their holidays or for their events when we talk about MICE or business travel, and also being sure that we help and we support our customers in their trip. We are with them 24/7 hours, helping them on being safe, being secure in their destination.
And Jorge, to do that, where are you innovating?
Well, you will see in the coming weeks. We are bringing fresh air to the leisure segment. You will see new ways of doing leisure. You will see of new ways of delivering leisure inside the different companies, and a new way of selling leisure. So you will see shorter what's new. And we are also reinventing how we approach the MICE business with more innovation, with more creativity, and with more impact, I would say, in our clients when they will organize events and MICE in general. No, you will see, I think, that many new things in the business in the coming months.
Jorge, have your agents been selling more domestic holidays because of the restrictions on overseas travel? And how has COVID changed their long-term outlook?
Well, yes, what we have been dedicated, probably 80-90%, is to sell and deliver local trips. So mainly in Spain, close to Spain, in the south of Europe. With some exception, we saw some Caribbean trips. But I have to say that in the last 2-3 weeks, we are receiving a lot of bookings and requests to travel to US. You know that they are going to open their borders in November. We need to know more in the coming weeks on the details. We are also seeing more bookings for leisure parks in Paris, in Orlando, in Barcelona. We are seeing even more bookings for Africa. So quite optimistic. And at the end, we think that the mix between the different experience, short haul, long haul, will not change. So I think that 2022 will be a fantastic year for leisure.
And you have been talking about the changes. How will your messaging and marketing change in response to the new travelers' expectations?
Well, I think that I mentioned before, Manuel, when you asked me about how to connect with our people and our customers. I think that what we need to do and our responsibility as travel leaders in the market is to be sure that we deliver the right information, and information is key right now to know how to travel, where to travel, and so on. We need to be very flexible with our customers because probably they will want to change their plans, and we need to ensure that flexibility. And you know that in our brand, our company Viajes El Corte Inglés, this is part of our NDA, the flexibility and to adapt to our customer. And finally, to be sure that we travel with our customers, being very close to them, as I mentioned, 24/7, to be sure that they have a good experience, and if they have any trouble, we will be close to them. Okay, I think this is part of the key changes after COVID, no? That customers has recognized the importance of having someone with you, not only having an online website where you can book, but how critical for people when they travel is to have someone that you can call, you can talk, and someone who can solve your issues traveling.
Almost the last one, Jorge. The merger with LogiTravel was announced in July. How has that progressed, and what benefits have you seen from the merger so far?
Manuel, you know that we are very proud of that LogiTravel integration. No? LogiTravel is going to bring our company with very relevant assets to compete. I would say probably technology is one asset that is going to be very relevant in the next future to compete. As you know, Viajes El Corte Inglés today is mainly an omni-channel company, but we don't have a pure online travel agency, an OTA. With LogiTravel, we will have our own OTA, okay? New technology, a new channel to dialogue and to serve our customers. And also, LogiTravel will add a new brand, a brand probably closer to young consumers, fresh brand, more close to new generations. So that's for us is very important, and we will have another brand to serve the market. In fact, at the end, Manuel, our idea, just talking about the consumer approach to the market, we will have three brands. We will have LogiTravel, we will have Viajes El Corte Inglés, and we will have a luxury brand that we are rebuilding, which will be Utopica. You will hear in the next weeks more about our luxury brand. So LogiTravel is bringing technology, is bringing a pure OTA channel, is bringing a new brand, and more important than those three assets is bringing talent. Talent, as you know, in business is key. And the combination of our current talent at Viajes El Corte Inglés with LogiTravel executives is going to be really a fabulous asset to compete. So fresh talent, new talent, and the combination of Bethy executive with LogiTravel executive is going to be a privilege for me to have the opportunity to lead that integrated team.
The last one, Jorge, what are the top three things that need to be addressed in the next 2 months in your region in Spain here?
Well, first, I think it's key to monitor the pandemic to ensure that we keep the right measures to avoid any new potential waves in the next future. So to monitor how the COVID is hopefully disappearing. Second, to continue supporting the companies that operate in that industry that suffer a lot in the last months financially and emotionally, I also would say. So we need to receive that support from the public authorities to continue with our business. We need that help, at least in the coming 12 months. And finally, it's important to support mobility and to facilitate mobility between countries, between regions, between the world. So those are the three priorities: to keep safe, to monitor COVID. Second, to support financially our industry, our companies. And finally, to accelerate mobility in the world.
So thank you very much, Jorge. It has been a pleasure listening to you. It's very interesting, all the things you have been sharing with us. Thank you very much. And now we'd like to formally present you with your World Travel Leaders Awards winner certificates on behalf of World Travel Market and Hosteltur, which hopefully you should have received from us.
Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, WTM. It's a pleasure to be here and be part of our industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. See you in London.
See you. Bye-bye.